seems like every time you're out here, there's just a lot of zest for life with you. You're dancing, you're having fun. Your wife said that this is some of the happiest she's ever seen you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why does coaching here at Arizona State bring so much joy to you?
You know what, man? It really starts with Coach Kenny. As far as the environment, the cultures that he's trying to create, man. I came here and I really just vowed to him, man. I want to do all that I can to help you experience success and turn this program around.
How did the feeling of helping coach these young men to a Big 12 championship compare to the feeling when you won a Super Bowl?
It's gratifying when you can tell a kid a little nugget and then see him go out there and execute. To be in a position as a coach to help those kids get to that moment when a lot of people there was some questioning if we could pull it off without our best player. So to do something that people probably thought we couldn't do, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Speaking of JT, just seeing him walk by, what NFL football traits or potential do you see in him?
Oh, he has it all. I mean, the kid works. I mean, he's starting to get a regiment down. I'm always seeing him in the building, taking care of his body. As a coach, man, you want a JT. You want to be able to coach a guy like JT who, because if I want it more than the player, it's not going to work. But JT definitely wants it more than I do, and he's trending. He's heading in the right direction.
Coach, I'm going to kind of take a turn to your personal life here.
Mm-hmm.
Next month is Asian American Heritage Month. Mm-hmm. How has your ethnicity as a mixed Asian American shaped who you are?
Well, I mean, listen, I just take great pride in just being who I am. I'm very blessed to have a Korean mother, African American father. I get the best of both worlds. For me, I know who I am. I'm very comfortable with who I am, but I've never forgot where I came from.
How did the bullying and discrimination you faced early on in your childhood?
Yeah, it was tough, man. I tell guys all the time, man, just be careful, because, growing up for me, getting teased, being bullied, being called Bruce Leroy, Jackie Chan, and all the things like that. Now I got tough skin, it doesn't matter, but at the time, it was hard, because I didn't ask to come into this world as a biracial kid, so it was out of my control. But kids sometimes, they don't know how to react. When they see somebody different, the only way they like to do is pick on different people. So I had to grow up early in my adolescent years and had to understand and learn that, some people are just mean. We live in a world, it's not a perfect world. You're gonna have people that say mean things, but you gotta have tough skin and don't blink. Use it as fuel to the fire to show them wrong, to show them that, okay, I may be this or I may be different, but I'm gonna show you.
There's a man open, touchdown Pittsburgh, Hines Ward!
Hopefully an Asian American can follow my story and see I've done it all, man. I played football, I've done television, I've coached in the NFL, now in college. I've won Dancing with the Stars. Literally, my life is like a modern day version of Forrest Gump. Like, I've just done so many great things in life. I'm gonna continue doing that. And that's just the way I live life. And regardless of my ethnicity or whatever, I just want to be an example to these kids that they can have success.
Do you think there's any added respect that you sense from them given your achievements in your own personal football career?
But I never really talk about me because it's not about me. Yes, I've had a career in Pittsburgh, but you rarely hear me. I don't pull up my stats because it's not really about that, because they're not me. And I don't want them to be me. I want them to be the best version of themselves. So I tend to talk less about me. I tend to talk about my mistakes that I made along the way, some of my choices that I made along the way. And I try to be vulnerable to those guys so they see that I'm real. They see that, yes, even through the midst of me having success, there was a low point in my life that they need to know about. But I try to just tell those guys examples, some of the things that I had to overcome, some of the adversity in life. But I think going through adversity made the man who's sitting here today. If I didn't go through that adversity, God knows where I would be at. So having gone through some of the hardships in life has only made me a better person. And so a better person to be able to help others and teach them at the same time, lead by example. Try to be the guy that's helping these guys continue to be a guy on the rise and doing the right thing and going places where they want to go.